All right, so yesterday we started with an interesting session. We discussed an interesting session on the smart money indicators, where we were able to use the smart money indicators to identify various ways of making entries in the markets using trend continuation and then also trend reversal, that is break of structure and change of character. And after that, using what we call order blocks or demand and supply as key areas of being able to determine when we can make entries, right? So we had an interesting session yesterday, and I believe today we are just wrapping up everything that we've discussed. We are just wrapping up everything that we've discussed. So um yeah, before we look at that, first let me test your knowledge to see let me test your knowledge to see if you are still in control of what you studied yesterday. Let me test your knowledge to see if you are still in control of what you discussed yesterday. And before you proceed this morning, I guess you can see my screen. Can you see my
No,
screen?
please. You haven't started sharing.
Yeah. Okay. This morning, how do you see the markets? Let me let me know. Drop your concern in the chat. How do you see the market this morning? Now, mind you, this is technical analysis, and I'm not only here to teach this time around. I'm here for us to gather up whatever that we discussed so far, the few lessons. How do you see the market so far? Mm. Drop your concern in the chat box. How do you see the markets? How do you see the markets? How do you see the market so far? Drop your concern in the chat box and let me see. Mm. I'm still waiting for your reply. How do you see the markets this morning? Oh, let me see. Okay. All right. So why is that signal mostly goes the opposite direction? I don't know which signal you're talking about. Pullbacks are happening. Okay, a bit slow. Quiet market, pump and dump, going down, very slow and choppy, pump and dump. So crazy volatility. All right. So you see, one thing about the market is there is a common thing that we always need to understand. For the very first day that either 2 days ago, when the Federal Reserve news was breaked out, one thing that I saw was definitely there will be a pullback. You see, because always market makers are such that They find opportunities in the market first and they rest before they make their next decision. So if we're a trader, we need to if we are traders, we need to understand that pullbacks are part of markets, right? So they would happen. So always you need to prepare for that. In bull markets, what really skills a lot of people in bull season are pullbacks. Now it happens with no time. That is the reason why if you don't take care, you might be liquidated anyhow, despite you might see the market so bullish, right? And I believe that is exactly what is happening now. I just woke up this morning to realize, and I was like, oh, that's so. You see, so they are all ways that we need to learn and understand as part of the market, right? So yesterday we also discussed another part. I have a lot of questions to ask you, so get prepared for all those questions. I have a lot of questions to ask you to testify either what we discussed yesterday have been able to stick enough or not. Yeah. So yesterday we also looked at few things like other indicators, and I believe most traders can use that to make entries in the market, like using the moving averages and then the moving average convergence divergence, that is the MACD, as well as other indicators. So before we even start, this is a technical analysis class, and not only to teach, but also to ensure students have been able to be well abreast with lessons and discussions. So let's do little analysis together, right? Let's do a little analysis together and see. First, we'll start with those indicators. Then the last part we will analyze with the smart money indicator. Then we get done. Okay, so first we'll start with those three few indicators like the RSI. So on the coin market cap, um sorry, on the CoinGlass, we will spot assets. Then we'll go to trading view to use two indicators, the moving averages and then the MACD, to see where we can make entries. That is either it's going to go uptrend or downtrend, either it is bullish or bearish, either we should make decision or not. So I guess you are following. So get prepared. We will move to CoinGlass first. You get assets there, both on long and then on short. We will try to get assets. Now after spotting out the assets, we would get back on trading view to see what we can do with that particular asset. After that, we will decide. Now when we are done with that, we'll proceed with the smart money indicator. We will also use that one to also analyze the signal. Then we call it a day. Hope it's good. Hope it's good. Hope it's good. Are we good to go? So it's not only going to be tutorials where I'm going to teach you, but then it is going to be student teacher participation, right? Student teacher participation. So you participate in the lesson. We all enjoy the lesson before we depart from this session. And we can use just 30 minutes to do that, right? You can just use few minutes to do that before we leave. Right. Okay, so quickly. Now I've already opened the CoinGlass. So the first thing that you need to do is to first get your CoinGlass. Why get a CoinGlass? Why get a CoinGlass now? Because CoinGlass, you spot out the assets straightforward, right? On CoinGlass, you spot out the assets straightforward. Yeah, Trishana says she like it. So on a CoinGlass, you spot out the assets straightforward without not the need for you to think about which assets should you even trade, right? Yes, my screen is shared. Don't worry, we'll move to the next step. You'll see my screen better. So on CoinGlass, all what you do is to just observe areas where opportunity exists. So first, let's go. Let's go. This is CoinGlass. First, let me work it out, then bring it in again. So I believe you can see my screen now. I believe you can see my screen now. Okay, so let's wait it for it to load. Now, let me go back. Very good. This is CoinGlass, right? So what do? We tap on the average RSI. We tap on the average what? Average RSI. We tap on it nicely. Okay, so let's quickly do that. Very good. Now, this is what we have here on the 4-hour time frame. This is what we have. Let us stand it here. So, should we consider overbought coins, or should we consider sold coins or buying coins? Overbought coins or oversold coins? Because you see, this time around there are no neutral. You can see the neutral is empty. Hope you can see that the neutral is empty, which simply means the pullback take really effect. So should we go on making decisions on overbought coins or oversold coins? Let me know in the chat box. Let me know. The masses decide then. Should we go for overbought coins or oversold? Now the areas are two. We have two regions here. Or two or three regions. So now over here, this place happens to be the neutral zone. This place happens to be the neutral zone. You can see there are no assets here, right? So it simply means some of the assets are presently at the buying and then the overbought zone. That is overbought zone. Then some of them too are also, and then um oversold zone, right? The selling and then the oversold zone. So it's very hard we are seeing assets at the neutral zone now. So what we are asking is, should we focus on this region or we should focus on this region? So should we focus on overbought zone or oversold zone? Drop your question in the answer in the chat box. Let me know. Okay, so okay, overbought area. Okay, all right, then let's go. So the master saying we should go on the overbought area. All right, let's proceed then. Okay, now since we should spot out opportunities in the overbought area, we have all the assets here. Let me extend it. So always come here. Where is it? Learn to extend this thing, the chart. Okay, how do you extend it? This is these two angles here. That is what we use to extend. So you click here. If you want to get less assets, very good. But if you want to get more, learn to extend it. The more you extend it, the more you get the results. So now let's look at the chart. So from here, the buying zone that is strong, you can see, and you also have the overbought. So let's consider assets. Let's look through which asset should we consider. See we see here. What again? Avax is also at the overbought. What again? STX. What again? So BB is also here, right? Now, which of these should we consider? Let me see if my audience are following. Who is saying baby? Which asset is called baby? Okay, baby. Why do you have a baby? Okay, all right. So you can see this. Let's go. So presence is at the buying zone, right? So let's go to trading view. Let's go to trading view. So after observing that, you just come to trading view, tap on it nicely. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, so Now let's click on charts. Then let's click on um let's search for the coin that is baby baby. Okay, so baby USDT, click on it, we have it here. So let's see, swap baby USDT. Very good, very nicely. Let me turn off all these things. Okay, let me first turn off all these things for now. Mm, okay, all right. Now this is baby. Okay, so what we are going to do is simple. We tap here and add the indicator that we want to add. So let's quickly do that. Hope you are following. We are analyzing this together. Mind you, we are analyzing this together. So tap on it, then click on indicators. We are searching for moving average cross. So here is it. We are going to use the moving average cross. And then we add it. So let's tap on it to add it. Very good. We've added it. Then we also search for MACD. Okay, MACD. Dr. McDan. So we're adding MACD to this one. All right. Now tap on it nicely. You click on the charts. So we have the chart here. This is what moving average is communicating. We already understand moving averages. So on looking at moving averages, what is the trend? Looking at moving averages, what is the trend? Let me know in the chat box. What is the trend? So if I communicate the trend to me and let me see, is it uptrend or downtrend? Communicate. Let me see if you still remember what we discussed yesterday. Is it uptrend or downtrend? Communicate and let me see. Check the moving averages. So from there we will proceed to what we call MACD2. So check it for me. Is it uptrend or downtrend? Let me know. 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 Okay, is it uptrend or downtrend? Very good. Okay, uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. Yeah, that is awesome. Okay, so very good. Okay, so I guess we all agree that it is what it is uptrend. Why is it uptrend? Now, why is it uptrend? Let me know. Why is it uptrend? Why is it uptrend? Why is it uptrend? Hmm? Why is it uptrend? Drop your answer in the chat. Why is it uptrend? Hmm? Why is it uptrend? Drop your answer in the chat. Let me see. Uh, Due to the MACD cross and the MACD signal, it is moving upwards. There is a golden cross. All right. So there is a golden cross for MACD after MACD line is above the signal line. We are not talking about MACD now. We're not even talking about MACD now. I want to say it's making a higher highs and higher low. Green line below the moving average band small crosses the middle band. Hey, golden cross occurred. What am I seeing? All right. Now, listen. It is on uptrend. First, you are discussing about the moving average first. We observe the moving average. Okay. Now we are using moving average crossovers. That's the reason we said moving average cross. So we said when the short-term moving average, which is the short-term moving average, crosses above the long-term moving average, it simply means it is on uptrend. Now, where can you identify the short-term moving average? Look at this cross. The short-term moving average is the 9 and the long-term is the 21, right? So over here, when we click on this now, if we are to click on this, let's tap on settings. Settings. Okay, style. Very good. Now, this is the short-term moving average. This is the color of the short-term moving average. This is the color of the short-term moving average. This is the color. Then this is the color of the long-term moving average. Hope you can see the long moving average and the short moving average. This is the color, right? So when we see the charts, we already know the color, right? That is the reason why over here we are seeing these things here. So immediately you see the cross, the red, or I don't know that it is red or whatever color that we are seeing there, and then the green. Okay, the reason we are seeing that is because of the crossovers. So this crossover is not a band. This is not the Bollinger Band. So we are not talking about any other thing than the moving average crossovers. So the next thing, if now that we know it's uptrend, down the next thing is we look at the moving average, the MACD. Now, is the MACD bullish or bearish? Is the MACD bullish or bearish? Is this indicating a bullish momentum or bearish momentum? Let me know. It's indicating a momentum or a bearish momentum. Let me know in the chat box for the MACD too. It's indicating a bullish momentum or a bearish momentum for the MACD. It's indicating a bullish momentum or a bearish momentum. Let me know. Okay. Okay, very good. So initially it was bullish, but turning okay. 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 Bullish momentum, but strength is reducing, showing in histogram. Okay. Wow. So I love my student this morning. I love your participation in the session, and I love how you are giving your ideas. That is awesome. So looking at the MACD now presently on this particular asset, even though the RSI showed buying momentum there, but the moving average is also telling us it is uptrend. So when you look at the MACD presently, it is uptrend because or bullish because the histogram is above the zero line. It's above the zero line, and then also there is the MACD line is above the signal line. But unfortunately, we look at this chart, you can see that the graph on the histogram, the chart is what is weakening, and I've explained this to you that the deep green shows how momentum is moving in the market. Then also the light green indicates how the strength is what is weakening, or the momentum is weakening in the market, right? Or basically we call it fading. It's fading out, right? So it's either, if someone wants to make an entry here, mind you, this is just the 4-hour time frame, so maybe we can consider the 1-hour time frame. Well, you see, so consider the 1-hour time frame, we realize that over here it's even what do we see here? Both the MACD and then the moving averages. Is it uptrend or downtrend? Let me know. Is it uptrend or downtrend? Let me know. Is it uptrend or downtrend? Let me know. Is it uptrend or downtrend? Is it uptrend or very good. Very good. So you see, looking at the moving average, you're looking at the 4-hour time frame, and you're saying it was uptrend, but like you saw earlier, where is it? Like we saw, realize that this particular one is what is fading out, which simply means maybe sellers are trying to find their way out, right? That is, maybe, mind you, we are dealing with probability. Maybe sellers are trying to find their way out. So we look at the picture here, and of course, the 1-hour time frame is telling us exactly what we saw, right? It's telling exactly what we saw, that indeed sellers are trying to take over, and that is the exact picture we are seeing here. So we look at the short term time, that is a 15-minute time frame to, well, the 15-minute time frame is saying it's bullish. And you look at the moving averages. Let's look at the moving averages. Okay. You see, now in such situations like this, what do a trader do? Let me know. In such situations like this, where the higher time frame is preaching, the lower time frame is preaching, what do a trader do? So in situations like this, let me see your answer first. Let me see your answer. What decision will you make? What decision will you make? What decision will you make? Let me see. Someone saying wait for confirmation, leave, enter, trade. Drop your comments, drop your answers in the chat box. Hmm? Drop your answers in the chat box. Let me know. Drop your answers in the chat box. Hmm? Drop your answers in the chat box. Let me know. Okay. Someone saying long, follow the high time frame. Trade if you are enough patient. Okay, I'll go. So, okay, enter trade, but monitor exit fast. Wait for confirmation. Consider higher time frame. Okay, wow. I have a lot of traders here. Enter with margin calls. I'll go with 2 time frames confirmation. Trade if you are enough patience. Okay, that is awesome. Consider higher time frame. Wow. Okay, so over here you can see the alignment is trying to work, but in a different direction now. Looking at the shorter time frame, that is a 15-minute time frame, you can realize that it is bullish, right? Over here, that's what we've been saying. Between 5-minute time frame to 15 minutes, and they will go for long. Now, going for long here, there is no problem. Going for long on this particular asset, there is no problem. But there is going to be problem when the higher time frame keeps pushing against the trend. Do you get it? There is going to be problem when within a shorter time frame you couldn't win as predicted, and then the traders are pushing the market against you on the higher time frames. That is the reason why we keep saying it is good to wait for alignment. Do you get it? It is good to do what? To wait for all this time frame that we talk about. It's all about alignment, right? What aligns? That is what we talk about. So some may decide to make entry, which is not wrong. Some may decide to do it to make entries, which is not wrong. Some may also decide to do it to wait. But it is always good to know when exactly to wait and when to do it to make the best opportunities. You see, there are some opportunities are great opportunities, others too are of less opportunity. So when you see certain things, sometimes you just need to, that's the reason why you said patience also matters not in trading, right? So let's look at another asset on the CoinGlass. Let's look at another asset on the CoinGlass. So, okay, now let's look at SEAL. Let's look at SEAL. Or what do you think? Let's look at SEAL. SEAL. Hmm? Let's look at SEAL. Let me see if you are there. Let me see if you are there. Yeah, so let's look for another better pair. Money come with you. All right. So let's click on the chart. Let's get a new asset. Maybe SEAL. SEAL. Okay. So SEAL USDT. All right. Now, looking at so what do we have to say on both trend and then momentum? On both trend and momentum, what do we say? Is it bullish or bearish? Uptrend or downtrend? So add it all. Is it uptrend or downtrend? Let me know on the 4-hour time frame. Is this uptrend or downtrend? Let me know. Is it uptrend or downtrend? Mm-hmm. 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 Uptrend or downtrend? Uptrend. Very good. Very good. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so now let's look at the shorter time frames to see, or the lower time frames with its 1 hour. Well, what do we see here? So this is the real meaning of what? Of pullbacks, right? This is the real meaning of pullbacks. Now, when we talk of pullback, listen. When we talk of pullback, okay, mostly the higher time frame may be showing the exact picture of the market. So if the higher time frame may be saying it is uptrend. Now, the lower time frame may be saying it is downtrend, which simply means within a short period of time, if you make decision on the downtrend, it will be okay. But it will be bad until when the higher time frame begins to react. I don't know if you get the idea. So pullbacks happen. You see on the higher time our time frame, we are seeing that it is uptrend or bullish. But you get to the lower time frame, you realize that it is bearish. Which simply means for the meantime, if you go on long, it will go against you unless you open margin calls. So if you can wait more, you go on long, it will be. But if not, you go on short. Which simply means on the short too, you should also understand the fact that going on short, you stand a high chance of profit. But when things turn around, the market will go against you extensively because that is not the actual trend. The original trend is not bearish, but it's a pullback. So you are making decision to ensure you make some wins or short-term gains in the pullback. Do you get the idea? Do you get the idea? So let's look at the 15-minute time frame to see if CU is a good meet for us. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame to see if CU is a good meet. Now, what do we see? What do we see? Is it uptrend or downtrend? It's uptrend or downtrend. What do we see? A downtrend. Hmm? Let me know. Uptrend or downtrend? Uptrend or downtrend? Very good. Very good. So over here, you can see that it's a possible opportunity now. It's a possible opportunity on what? On downtrend for those of us who would like to maybe snipe opportunities on short-term gains, right? It may be good opportunity for us, those of us who want to snipe opportunity on the short-term gains, which is so interesting, right? Very good. Now, let me explain this. So you can see two things here. Let me tell you something. You realize that most of the assets, mostly on RSI, overbought assets are not to be longed. Listen, overbought assets are not to be longed. Notwithstanding, if at the overbought, the other indicators confirm that it is still bullish, that is fine. But mostly RSI, when assets get to the overbought region, it simply means the asset is yet to be dropped. Do you get it? Which is going to face a very backlash slap. So you see asset that they oversold, you need to take your time before you make a decision. So most traders mostly love to short assets at the overbought zone. Unless otherwise, that's what we are saying. It has aligned with the other indicators. But within the buying zone, if opportunity exists there, why not? Right? So let's look at who is that? Mhm. You join us, you have to mute your call, right? So I believe they stick very well. I believe they stick very well. I can see Anna here, and I don't want to ignore Anna before I leave. I can see Anna here, and I don't want to ignore Anna before I leave to the next thing. You see, so look at near. Let's look at near. Let's look at near. All right. Okay, so let's look at near as well. What's the name of the assets? So after near, we look at Anna. Then we proceed to the next one. Okay. So where is it? All right. Now, is it bullish or bearish on the lower time frame? Is it bullish or bearish? Is it bullish or bearish on the lower time frame? Is it bullish or bearish? Hmm? Let me see your answer. Is it bullish or bearish? All right. That's good. Okay, so let's look at it on the maybe 1 hour time frame or the 4 hours time frame. So is it bullish or bearish? You can see the MACD is turning out to be dead cross instead of golden cross. Hmm? All right. So let me know, is it bullish or bearish? But I think it will need a confirmation. Let me see your answer in the chat box. Very good. Very good. So we slap it from the 4 hour time frame to check it out. Finally, the mother trend, you can see it's still bullish. On the mother trend, you can see it's still bullish, right? So over here, going on short on this particular asset wouldn't be bad. But like I said, that is the reason why we've been saying no time frame, or sorry, no analysis is 100% accurate, because traders look at this from different angles. They get it. So within a short period of time, when we are to go on short on these assets, we may make profits. We may hit our take profits, maybe a little profit, and mostly in this case, you don't need to wait for two huge profits. Once you make a little profit, you just decide to close your trade, or yeah. Now let's look at Anna, then we proceed with the next one. Anna. Okay, so swap. All right. So as for Anna, I already saw that. As for Anna, I already saw that. Now, is this uptrend or downtrend? Uptrend or downtrend? Let me know. Uptrend or downtrend? This 4 hour time frame. Uptrend or downtrend? Let me know. All right. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. So let's look at it on the lower time frame. Is uptrend or downtrend? Yeah. Uptrend or downtrend? Is uptrend or downtrend? Let me know. Wow. Uptrend or downtrend? Let me know. Okay. So You see, let me see your um okay, very good. Now let me know, is it good to enter or not? Can you make entries? Can you make entry? Can you make entry? Can you make entry? Hmm? Can you make entry? Can you make entry? Very good. You see, so this is an opportunity that they said, man, know thyself. Thou shalt not sleep an over opportunity. Thou shalt not sleep over opportunity. Man, know thyself. Thou shalt not sleep over what opportunity. Do you get it? So this is called man, know thyself. Thou shalt not sleep over opportunity. So what do we do? So it's good for us to make entry, and that is it. So you get an opportunity like this. It's very smooth and soothing as well, right? It's very smooth and what and soothing, and you will surely do what enjoy it. Very good. So that is the idea. Now let's proceed to the next thing on the indicators on smart money indicator. Then we call it a day. All right. So now we finished chewing the meat. Let's chew the bones. Now we finished chewing the meat. Let's chew the bones. Right. Now we finished chewing the meat. Let's chew the bones. Are you ready to chew the bones too? Are you ready to chew the bones? Hmm? Are you ready to chew the bones as well? All right. Then let's proceed. Now, okay. Let me see. Now, with all this back and forth, we've been able to understand this simple. But as you proceed, things may not be so simple again. So the next thing that we've discussed is about adding what it's about we adding what you call smart money indicators to our session, and we've done that. We've treated that lesson too. So let's diagonalize it. Let's break it. Let's chew the bones in it. Then we bring the session to an end. So we still have our chart here, a very nice plain chart with good opportunities, more meal, more food. In fact, delicious food involved in this particular chart. Get it? And we cannot sleep over it, right? Good. I believe by the time you finish this session, if you enter this trade, by the time you finish in the next few minutes, you make profits. You make profits. Yeah. Now we want to add the next one, that is smart money indicators. So we just quickly tap on this. We tap on YouTuber. Okay. Now the next thing, click on indicators, right? Click on indicators. I believe you're following. Mind you, we are in the session of chewing bones. Chewing bones. Now we finished chewing the meat. Let's chew the bones. So smart indicator. Very good. And which one are we supposed to use? Which one are we supposed to use? Which one are we supposed to use? Let me know your answer in the chat box. Which one are we supposed to use? Let me know. Which one are we
Lux,
supposed to use?
Lux,
Which one are we supposed to use? Hmm? Which one are we supposed to use? Which one are we supposed to use? Let me know. Okay. All right. That is great. So let's proceed. Let's proceed. Okay. So let's quickly tap on it smoothly. Very good. We added it. Let's tap on it. Now we have our chart here. Okay. We have our chart here. Very nice chart. Let's very good. Now let me ask you a question. Like I said, I'll be engaging you more in this session to ensure we all learn together. Now let me ask you a question. What did we say break of structures are? What did we say BOS? That is break of structure. What did we say they are in this session? What do we say break of structures are? Let me know your answer in the chat box. What did we say break of structures are? Mhm. What did we say break of structures are? Mhm. See, the continuation of trend, price continuation of trend or price continuation. All right, that is good. That is good. Okay, so breaking of previous lows or highs, change of character. Yay! Which one is this one? Hmm? Which one is the change of character? We said what is break of structure? You are saying break of structure is change of character. Are you sure? So occurs when the price breaks at a key level in the market structure. Hmm? So over here, in a simple term, we said break of structure is what is price continuation. Then what about change of character? What about change of character? Let me know. What about change of character? What did we say they are? What did we say change of characters are? Hmm? What do you say change of characters are? Hmm? So let me see. So in the chat. All right. So very good. Price reversal of trend. When there is going to be a reversal, trend reversal, price reversal indicate trend reversal to the opposite direction. Yeah, change of direction. The break after three same candles. So let me see. All right. Okay, that is awesome. Now over here on the chart, we've explained that aside the trader being able to identify either um asset is on maybe the market structure is either on break of structure or change of character, which is indicating either an uptrend break of structure or a bullish break of structure, a bearish break of structure. We said there are few things that would help the trader to spot good opportunities in this market. There are a few things that will help traders to do to spot out good opportunities in the market. And those happens to be we being able to identify the market trend, that is the swing lows and the highs. And then after that, we being able to within the structures or within the trend, we being able to find what we called structure, that is break of structure and then change of character. So using the Los Algo indicator, we said we already have it here, right? Everything has been indicated on the chart already, right? Good. Now, aside that, we said if you want to get things clear, we need to spot out areas like our order block. So what makes it so easy for us to use the Los Algo indicator is how it has spotted out the order block for us. And what did we say the other blocks are? What did we say the other blocks are? What did we say the other blocks are? Let me see. Type your answer in the chat. What did we say other blocks are? Hmm? Let me see. What did we say other blocks are? What did we say other blocks are? Okay. What did we say other blocks are? Let me see your answer. Okay. So where large players place large order that drive price action. It can be bullish or bearish. It's an area where big institutions place their order or enter the market. Premium and discounts. Key demand and supply zone. Demand and supply zones. Okay. Okay. So OB is where we see liquidity. So it's when institution make an entry, area where institutions place their order inside the internal structure. Very good. So you really join the session indeed. All right. So we are very right. So a place in the chart that creates opportunity to buy or put order. Tracy, are you sure? Mm. All right. So we said when we talk of other blocks, like we've all shared, that is the exact where we may choose to call it a premium and discount or demand and supply what demand and supply zones. So over here using the Los Algo indicator, we want to use this opportunity to know where other blocks exist and where we can also place and then access what liquidity. You get it? So we said these are the things we need to know. And after getting to know them, that is where we can be able to assess what opportunities. So quickly, if you don't know what these colors mean, either which one of them is the internal order block or which one of them is this, just tap on the settings. Tap on the settings. This is the settings. Just tap on it nicely. Okay. Tap on it. Come here. You can see all the colors here. This is what we have as internal order block, internal bullish order block. So you tap on it. If you want to deepen it so that you can see it clear, you can deepen it so that you see it clear, right? You can deepen it so that you see it clear. You can deepen it so that you do what? You see it clear. Good. You can deepen it so that you do what? You see it clearly. So now let's go back. Very good. You see, when we deepen this, we are seeing it clearly. Now, what does it mean? So if you don't understand, go back. I want you to get this thing very clear. Go back. What does this? Is this red? Is this light red or whatever that we are seeing? You see, here is it. You just change it, right? That is internal bullish or internal bearish order block, right? And then also the deep green also represents that is internal deep blue represents internal bullish order block. So just come here. So this is the bullish order block. The bullish order block and then also the bearish order block. So it simply means all this that we are seeing here is what we can communicate it as what as the bullish order block. Now within these two bullish order block, yesterday we explained something simple. We said one may represent the external and one may represent the internal, right? So this may be the external bullish order block. Then this one may also represent the external bullish order block, and then within it we have the internal bullish order blocks, right? Which the other blocks, if they are sounding so confusing, the other blocks simply means, or we can describe them as what as demand and then supply. So the bullish becomes our demand zone. So demand, and then the bearish becomes what our supply, right? The bearish becomes what our supply zone. So that is something simple that we talked about yesterday, or we discussed and we did the lesson practically, then we proceeded. Now we said if we want to find liquidities, if we want to use this opportunity or this chart to find liquidity, after we've been able to identify the trend and then also where our break of structure and change of character, our key supply and demand zones, blah blah blah, the next thing is for us to be able to get our understand what we call, or what we mean by our weak high and then the strong low and then the weak high. Now what did we say they are? What did we say the strong low and then the weak high? What did we say they are? Hmm? What did we say the strong low and then the weak high? What did we say they are? Let me know your answer in the chat box. What did we say our weak high and then the strong zones? What did we say they are? Hmm? What did we say they are? Let's see. What did the weak highs and the weak zones? What do you say they are? Only two people are giving me answer. I'm waiting for your answer. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm still waiting for yours. What do we say the weak highs and the weak lows they are? Hmm? Are you there? Right. So liquidity area where to put our stop loss and take profits. So liquidity areas, very good. So yesterday that is something simple that we talk about. Hmm? So you are not being able to tell me the answer. You're not being able to tell me the answer. Very good. So that is liquidity zones, right? So we said if we want to yeah. So over here we said if we want to make decisions. Now once we've spotted out our other block zones and we've seen where opportunity exists in the market, the next thing is for us to consider or chase our what you call our strong high and then also the strong low and the weak high and then the strong low. And that is what it shows the bias. It either shows either buyers are in control or that is the strong low. So the strong low shows buyers are in control, as well as the weak eye also shows sellers are in full control, right? So after we being able to assess these two opportunities or these two zones in the market, we said the next thing is we can decide to make entries by either drawing our horizontal lines, right? By either drawing our horizontal lines. So in this case, if we are to go on an uptrend, when we draw our horizontal lines, our weak eye will serve we will draw our horizontal line be within the weak high and then there was the weak lows, right? To be able to identify our key areas where we want to take liquidity or where we want to be part of the liquidity world in the market, right? So we look at this, we said this blue line is our order block, and it's our order block, and which is the demand zone, right? The red line would happen to be our other block, which may be the supply. If we want we just consider within the zone and then where liquidity do what, where liquidity exists. So either we are going to do what? Make entries. So we can use, yesterday we used rectangle tool to draw a chart within, and within that chart we also uses our toolbar to draw a percentage bar where we can be able to do a take profits, right? So this is a common thing that I expect that at the end of the day you should be able to do. And after you being able to do this, you can decide to make what entries in the market, right? So let me see. No, let's do this slightly. Let's do this slightly together. Mm, okay. Geometry. We have a rectangle. Mm. So you can decide to do what? To draw a very nice within this. What out what opportunity.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have lost Brother Emma last minute. Yes, I don't know if he'll be able to come back. Let's just wait a bit and see how he's gonna conclude the meeting. Let me just check up on him.
All right. Am I back? Am I back here?
Yes, you are back. Let me make you a co-host.
Okay. You say I should come and stay in Tamale. I can't let you grab. You know they see. And yeah, saying I should come and stay in Tamale. Friends beats. Hey, and to create problem this morning. All right, guys. Let me share my screen. So personally, I believe you get the concept that we are talking about here. I believe you get the concept. So it's just about spotting those areas, and then after spotting out such area, you make entry, right? After spotting out your area, you decide to make an entry on wherever you want to take your direction to, right? So spotting out your area where in between that is your other block, because it's within the other blocks where you can spot out either you are to take good opportunity or not. It's within the other block. So I believe it's clear. I believe it's clear. I believe it's clear. Let me know. This is a I believe it's clear. Let me know if you're with me.
By the time you
Oh,
left,
someone.
you had not drawn the rectangle, so we didn't see it.
Right. Okay. Now, what we are saying is something simple. Let me do a little recap. Then we bring the session to an end. Let me do a little recap. Then we bring the session to an end. What we are saying is simple. Using smart money indicator is just like smart money concepts. So that is smart money concept. Over here, the indicators have been provided, right? Everything that you need to know when you structure the market has been drawn out, has been figured out, has been featured out for you, right? So whatever asset you trade on, when you are using the Los Algo indicator, everything has been simplified already. Okay? When we are using the Los Algo indicator, everything has been simplified already. So you wouldn't waste my time in the market spotting out where there was change of character, where there was internal other block, or where liquidity exists in the market, whether it's weak low or whatever it is, whether there is weak low or strong high. Everything has been spotted out. Under normal circumstance, if you don't have all these things here, you have to study the chart. You get it? You have to take your time to study this chart to know where you can position your break of structure, change of character, and what that you have to add it to the market. But over here, you look at the chart and everything has been provided already. So what we are saying is this: if you want to trade, first consider to draw your line within that is your horizontal for your whites, your weak lows or weak highs, and then also strong lows. Do you get it? So that you can be able to spot out where markets liquidity exists. So in this case, you already have this here, and it has already been spotted out. So there is no even need for you to draw the horizontal line. Notwithstanding, if you want to draw the horizontal line, that is fine. So you are drawing the horizontal um the market makers, or where the market makers exist, that is your liquidity exists. So in this case, your strong high and your strong low, it has been spotted out for you already. That is what we are saying. Since it has been spotted out, where will you place your what do we call where will you place or where can you find or identify your demand zone and then supply zone, right? Where can you identify your demand zone and then supply zone? Now over here, everything is here. How do I know this is my demand zone? How do I know this is my supply zone? You calculate yourself that when you see the green line, the deep green, the upper one would represent your premium or discounts. The upper one will give you this. So you already have everything here. This is it. You already have everything in the region, right? So since you have this one in the region, how do you get to know the setup here, right? You've done the setup. This is the setup that you've done for yourself. So you've done the setup that is internal bullish or internal bullish order, that is green blue, right? So you've already done the setup here. So since you've done the setup, just proceed, observe that, and then use what you have here to interpret the market for yourself, right? So in this case, this asset that is BTC, you already have it here. So this place has been plotted out, that is the weak high, the strong high, and then the weak low has been plotted out already. So just proceed to either use your, where is it? We have the order block. So just get to your rectangle to draw the line very nicely. You draw your rectangular line very nicely. Then you proceed to make your entry. Right? That is all what we are saying. We are not saying anything different. That is all what we are saying. And that is the exact thing we did yesterday. That is the exact thing we did what we did yesterday. Do you get it now? Do you get it now? Do you get it now? Let me know. Or I'm off. Am I off again? Do you get it? Do you get it? All right. Okay. So that is it. So I believe when you get time to watch this video on YouTube, and in the I'll try to do a short video. In the course of the day, I'll try to do a short video to explain, maybe yeah, I'll try to do that in the course of the day. I'll do a short video for you to be able to get access to it, and I guess the short video will be able to rebrand everything for you nicely. So guys, I believe we will end here. We still have another session. Mind you, today is Friday, and Friday is Q&A, and our leaders will be able to be on board to guide us, answer all the or most of our necessary questions that we need to understand. Leaders will be on board, and we have all our able leaders here. So Coach Chadwick is here, PY is here, and other leaders, Leader Doris is here. So by 7 o'clock, that is guys 7 o'clock, then less than an hour to go. Leaders will be available to assist us in the training, and we'll be good to go. So guys, land here. I believe we've done enough. If God permits, to meet again. Right. So the YouTube channel is there. You go to the YouTube channel to watch the videos, and I believe when you're able to do more recap by watching the videos there, it will help you to be able to understand the concept that we are talking about. We still have a lot of sessions or a lot more lessons to go. So if God permits, with this particular session we are done, and I believe next week Coach Musa would be around to assist us in more lessons next week, and then the following week leaders will wrap up with the session. Then we bring the 2 month session to an end. So let's all get prepared. We shall still meet again. Anticipate to see your next leader being with you to give you all the necessary information you need to know and then grow in your journey. So guys, we will end here. See you another time, and go and prepare within the next few minutes. That is about 50 minutes more to go. We will meet again. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here with us, and I wish you all the best in your trading journey. Have a good day.